welcome to Yes People. On this episode, it is about robots or robotics, whatever you may call it. Robotics, it's the study of robots. Like human, manushar cheyenda കാര്യങ്ങൾ മനുഷ്യന് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാത്ത സമയങ്ങളിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ ചെയ്യാൻ എന്താ പറയുക ഒരു സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് എന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് റോബോട്ട്സ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ആ ഒരു കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് തുടങ്ങിയിരുന്നത്. നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഇവിടെ ഒരു കൊച്ചു ബുദ്ധിജീവി. Hi Arvind. This is Arvind Sanjeev and he's a final year engineering student at Tokich Institute of Engineering. Yeah. So Arvind's passion is robotics, whatever that is. So tell me about ഇത് normally എന്താ പറയുക US-ലും ജപ്പാനിലും ഒക്കെയാണ് ആൾക്കാർ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഈ റോബോട്ടിക്സിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ടൈം സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പൈസ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന and there's a lot of studies involved and stuff like that. കേരളത്തിൽ ഞാനത് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ പ്രോബ്ലം ആൻഡ് കേരളത്തിൽ അങ്ങനെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല, and especially you as a student. I've never really seen anyone going so much out there to do anything about it. So how did you get into robotics? How did you develop the passion for that?
Okay, I didn't actually develop it. When I was studying my school days itself, I used to have a huge craze about all these things, RC cars, boats, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I started developing one on my own.
Okay.
So after doing that, I found out that എനിക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവമാണ്. പിന്നെ ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് നമുക്ക് ഈ റിസോഴ്സസ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലെങ്കിലും എല്ലാവർക്കും കിട്ടുന്ന റിസോഴ്സ് ഇന്റർനെറ്റ് ആണ്. ഇന്റർനെറ്റ്, യൂട്യൂബ്, അതേ സാധനങ്ങളെല്ലാം വെച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഓരോന്ന് പഠിച്ചെടുത്തു. പ്രോഗ്രാമിംഗ് പഠിച്ചു, ഹാർഡ്വെയർ, സോൾഡറിങ്, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഓരോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇത് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം സക്സസ്ഫുൾ ആയിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ വരുന്നുണ്ട്.
So you said software, you have developed a couple of softwares for ഈ robotics എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് പലരും it doesn't എപ്പോഴും നമ്മളൊരു ഹാർഡ്വെയർ കാര്യമായിട്ടാണ് റിലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. because there's something that you robots എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളെ പോലെ ഇരിക്കുന്ന മെഷീൻ പോലത്തെ സാധനം. So you relate so much to the hardware, most of the time you sort of forget the software part of it. അപ്പം അത് എങ്ങനെയാണ് normally software develop ചെയ്യാന്ന് പറയുന്നത് it's a whole study and you're just doing your engineering final year. So is YouTube just your source or how did that happen?
YouTube is not just a source. There's many other sites like Stack Overflow and stuff like that. So everything we see here today, every hardware we see around us, the OS inside your car, the media player, everything has an embedded software inside it. Okay. These are not just called hardware, they're called embedded systems. Okay. So they have a software built into the hardware, and it's the software that controls everything that's going on outside the world. Yeah. Alright? So all these physical components, the release, all these parts are controlled by the software built inside the hardware.
The embedded system.
Yeah, the embedded system. So they're not just the hardware, there's an invisible world inside them. It's called software world, used in embedded systems. So they have their own operating systems, special codes to run certain applications, stuff like that. Yeah.
So how did you study that? As in, എങ്ങനെയായത് മനസ്സിലാക്കി എടുക്കുന്നത്?
Okay, initially I started with the hardware part. Okay, ഹാർഡ്വെയർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഓരോ ചെറിയ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് ഹാർഡ്വെയർ വെച്ച് ചെയ്യാൻ മാത്രം മതി. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ കൂടുതൽ കോംപ്ലിക്കേറ്റഡ് റോബോട്ടിക്സിലേക്ക് മൂവ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ഇല്ലാതെ ഒന്നും നടക്കില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഈ മൈക്രോ കൺട്രോളേഴ്സും പ്രോസസ്സേഴ്സും അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് എല്ലാത്തിലും ഈ ഓവേഴ്സ് റൺ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ലിനക്സിൻ്റെ ഓവേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ചിലതിൽ വിൻഡോസിൻ്റെ ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ നമ്മൾ കസ്റ്റം പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് റൺ ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങും ഈ ഹാർഡ്വെയർ. So that's how it works.
Okay. So I think you have something that you can show me with the phone വെച്ച് ഓടിക്കണ ഒരു കാറോ എന്താണിത്?
അതന്നെ, it's a remote control car.
Okay.
The remote is your phone actually.
Okay.
Right. So ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ജസ്റ്റ് കാണിക്കാം. ഇതാണ് എൻ്റെ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ. Okay, this is my initials.
Okay.
ഈ സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ആൻഡ്രോയിഡിൽ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നതാണ്, ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയത്.
Okay.
ഇതിനകത്ത് കാണാൻ പറ്റും ഒരു യൂസർ ഇൻ്റർഫേസ്, ഫ്രണ്ട്, ലെഫ്റ്റ്, റൈറ്റ്, സ്റ്റോപ്പ്, ബാക്ക്. അതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും അവിടെ കാണുന്ന ആ റോബോട്ട് അതേമാതിരി മൂവ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങും. റൈറ്റ് പ്രസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ റൈറ്റ് മൂവ് ചെയ്യും, ബാക്ക് പ്രസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ബാക്കിലേക്ക് വരും, സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം, ലെഫ്റ്റ്.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Nice. So what is this black line that you have here?
So another additional feature which I developed for this is autonomous line follower mode. So
autonomous
line follower mode.
Line follower mode. Okay.
Yeah. So what I just have to do is that I just need to place this over the line over here.
Okay.
Okay. And if I just press the button, autonomous line follower mode over here.
Okay.
If you wait for about 5 seconds, the thing will become completely automatic and follow the black line over here.
Oh,
Right.
so is it some sort of sensory thing that helps to do it?
Yeah, there's an inbuilt sensor in that. So
Okay.
it detects the back line based on the reflectivity of the white surface and the black line over there.
Oh,
So based on that, it starts moving over the black line.
super.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So Arvind, tell me about the parts of it and the hardware components. How did you put this together?
Okay, so mainly I have these two motors over here.
Okay.
These are responsible for movement. Okay, these are directly attached to wheels.
Okay.
Okay, these two black boxes
Okay,
over here.
okay.
These are the motors.
Okay.
Then this is the sensor used to detect the line.
Oh,
Okay, it's an IR sensor.
Okay.
This is used to detect the line over there. Alright, then I have the microcontroller over here. This is the brain of the whole thing. Okay, this is the thing that decides the movement, the way to follow the line, everything else.
The way it responds
Yeah.
to your keying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I have the batteries and the receiving sensor for the phone also.
Okay.
That's about it.
Super. Nice. So, which is your other? I heard there's something that you can, I can probably, you can make me stand on it and I
Yeah.
can float around this place.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's called a hovercraft.
It's a
Hovercraft.
Okay.
It's an amphibious vehicle which is capable of moving over land, water, ice, even ice.
Okay.
All terrain kind of a vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Which means it doesn't necessarily touch
No.
the ground. It's always elevated.
Yeah. It's actually floating like 3 to 5 inches on top of the ground.
Ah. And it can actually carry a lot of weight.
Yeah, of course.
Does
Can
it?
carry a
Me
weight.
too.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
So can you show me a demonstration
Yeah,
of
sure.
that?
I'll- Okay, so this is the hovercraft which I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Alright.
This
so,
piece here.
Yeah. This
Okay.
entire thing is called the hovercraft.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now is
It hovers. Is that why
Yeah.
it's called a
yeah,
hovercraft?
that's why it's called a hovercraft.
Okay.
So what I think, this thing in my hands is a remote control glove actually.
Okay.
Okay, so this detects the movement and gestures on my hand. Correspondingly, the hovercraft moves.
Oh.
So it's actually a substitute for remote control.
Wow. Okay.
Alright. So I'll just switch it on and show it on. Okay.
Oh wow. So ഇതിപ്പം electricity controlled
Yeah,
ആണ്.
yeah.
So if you need to detach it from a electricity source as in അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ batteries
I just need to have an onboard battery on top of it. So
and it
it'll-
can lift.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you said it
Yeah, of
can
course.
lift me. So
Yeah, it can lift like about more than 60 kilos, approximately 70, something like that.
nice.
Yeah.
And I guess you have a video of
Yeah, I do.
you on board
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Great. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്? What is it that you've done on this?
Okay, so first of all, I have this remote control over here on top of my hand. So there's an onboard sensor. It's called an accelerometer. All right. So this is the thing that detects the gestures on my hand. So if I do like this and this, the thing moves right and left. All right.
Okay.
So when I put my hand down, the thing turns off, and when I put it up, it turns on.
Yeah, I can
So-
see the lights
Yeah.
switching off and on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So the next thing I have is that this is the transmitter over here.
Okay.
Similarly, I have a respective receiver also for that.
Okay.
So it then goes on for signal decoding onto the microcontroller. Then the microcontroller switches on the corresponding relays, and the motors turn on and off
So
correspondingly.
you basically work on the air principle as an airflow
Yeah.
principle, right?
Yeah.
As in you have an airbag,
Yeah.
which is what is floating this whole
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
up.
It's actually a skirt.
Okay.
It's just going around the boundary. It's not such a full bag.
Oh.
So what happens is that...
So the bottom part is open?
Yeah, the bottom part is open.
Okay. Oh, so it's only the side pockets
Yeah.
which is covered, and that is what is giving that
Yeah.
lift.
Yeah. The remaining area is just air. So actually there's no friction beneath it. So because of that, if you turn on the propeller over there, it just moves forward.
So this golden sheet that you have is more like the fan bit.
It's a rudder.
Okay.
Alright, just like you have a rudder in your boat to
Yeah.
control the direction. Similarly, it works on the same principle. It directs the airflow to make it move left or right.
Super. That's good. So you should share the video with me where you're on board this.
Yeah.
Also, Arvind, can you describe the components used?
Yeah.
Like I can see there's a battery, I can see there is a propeller sort of thing, and then your fan. So can you explain that? Other than the receiver and the remote part of it.
Yeah. So basically, I have two models over here.
Okay.
This is the model that generates the lift.
Okay.
Alright. Then this is the model that generates forward propulsion.
Okay.
Alright. So basically, in order to do this as cheap as possible, this is actually a vacuum cleaner motor.
Okay.
That's actually my old Mixi's motor. Alright.
Really?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
And next, I have the microcontroller.
Your mom is very kind, I must say.
Yeah, I know.
She let you use her Mixi motor and the vacuum cleaner motor. Wow, okay, good. And I can see something move there. No? The electricity is off now, and I can see that move. What is that?
So this is actually a webcam mounted onto a couple of LED lights.
Okay.
Alright. So I can actually switch on the LED lights whenever there is no light around.
Oh.
Okay, it's automatic. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually blocking the light over here. So what happens is that if it goes into dark regions, it automatically turns on the lights on top. Alright. And it turns on the webcam as well. So we get actually a video footage of the thing. So wherever it's navigating or such.
So does it, is this intelligent enough to make sure that, it takes the video footage in and say there's a chair there and, it knows that there is an obstacle. So does it stop or turn or something like that?
So not yet, I haven't implemented that kind of a logic. So I can do that in the future.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
Cool. So Arvind, I also heard that, you have something that would interest the big boys, which is probably starting your car with a remote or and the works, because we normally have seen it only in a James Bond movie where Pierce Brosnan goes about moving it in his communicator and moving his car around. I'm sure you'll get there, but right now at least you've gotten to start. What all have you achieved with your remote sensors and stuff like that?
What I've actually done is that I've used my Android phone to control my car.
Okay.
So I can do engine starting, AC on, parking lights on, central locking on, and I can even rev up the engine. Right.
So it's like a hot day and you've parked it somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You can, when you're walking down, you can switch on the car and
turn on the AC.
Turn on.
By the time you get back, it'll be completely cool.
Oh, super. Would you mind showing me around?
Sure.
Yeah? Thanks. Come.
Before showing the car,
Okay.
I'd like to show you my scooter.
Okay.
This is my Honda Dio scooter over here.
Okay.
So what I've
So
done
who has a speedometer and all
I
that?
actually removed that.
Okay.
എന്താ ചെയ്തതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഒരു പാസ്പോർട്ട് ലോക്കിംഗ് സിസ്റ്റം വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Okay.
അത് ഇവിടെ കാണുന്ന ഒരു കീപാഡ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ പാസ്കോഡ് കറക്റ്റായി അറിയുന്ന ആൾക്ക് മാത്രമേ ഈ സ്കൂട്ടർ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ആക്കാൻ പറ്റൂ.
Oh, okay.
ഡ്യൂപ്ലിക്കേറ്റ് കീ ഉണ്ടായാലും വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഹാക്കിംഗ് ചെയ്താലും ഇത് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ആവില്ല.
Like an ATM concept?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 4-digit passcode, so I can just show you now.
Oh, super.
So
it's more like your punch start with the button start and the concept with a pass lock. Cool. So how do you get this done? As in, ഇത് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇതിനകത്തോട്ട് install ചെയ്യുന്നത്?
install ഞാൻ എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ
Before that, how do we switch this off?
Okay, in order to switch it off.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't need the key actually. Super. Yeah, go on. You were saying, how do you install this?
So I installed this actually by hacking the entire system. Alright, I just opened everything up, cut the wires, found out what the wires do.
Okay.
Alright, so I did it completely manually.
Okay.
Then I just installed my system based on the wires which I found out.
So you have to first dismantle the whole thing, understand the whole wiring. And obviously this might also have had some sort of embedded system as you call it, right?
Yeah.
So then you understand that and then you alter it.
Yeah. I put in my system there, instead of the regular.
So it must have something to do with a lot of these chips and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, you know, is it, I really do, I'm not getting how you figure that out. You know, maybe it's way over my head, but still, try and explain.
Yeah, so I have an onboard microcontroller, alright. So what the microcontroller does is that as soon as I give the input passcode, it checks with its correct with respect to the regular stored passcode in it.
Okay.
So only if it is correct will the engine start up.
Okay.
If it's wrong, it becomes idle, nothing happens.
Okay. So, in case of any problem, as in, you know, you've forgotten your passcode or anything, you know, anything can go wrong, you know, any machine can go wrong. So then what happens?
So I have option provided for changing the passcode as per the user. Otherwise, you can just hardwire the system, alright, and you can do the normal functions as well.
Okay. Okay. So if you were to change the passcode now, how would you do that?
So in order to just change the passcode, I just turn it on.
Okay.
I just have to press B over here.
Okay.
Alright, so it asks for the current passcode first.
Ah.
Alright, so I just enter the current passcode over here.
Okay.
When that's correct,
Okay.
the system asks me for a new passcode.
Ah.
Alright, so I just enter something like 34348.
Okay.
So this is a new passcode right now.
Ah. So according to your scooter, B is to change password.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Anything else that you've done on this one?
It has an onboard speedometer.
Okay.
Based on GPS.
Ah, okay.
So alright, I have a
Since you've taken out all the wheels and stuff out, okay.
So I have a GPS sensor over here. Okay, based on that, I have the speed showing and everything else.
Ah, okay. This probably should have been the first question that I asked you when I saw the scooter, but now I'm asking you, why the scooter? How did it occur to you that you can do this
Yeah, so
on it?
what happens is that I used to regularly forget where I put my key.
Okay.
So I've had like 5 or 6 duplicate keys already.
Okay.
So I didn't want that to happen again. So I just created a substitute system where instead of the key, you have a passcode lock. I was originally planning to put a fingerprint recorder.
Okay.
Right, instead of that, I had a passcode installed so that even my friends, I can just give the passcode, they can use it as well.
Ah, okay. So if you put a fingerprint, then it becomes too personal.
Yeah,
only you can.
Only I can do it.
അപ്പൊ ഇപ്പൊ താക്കോൽ എവിടെ ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കണ്ടല്ലോ അറിയത്തില്ലല്ലോ അല്ലേ ഇല്ലേ അറിയാമോ ഓക്കെ സൂപ്പർ അപ്പൊ അടുത്ത ഇനി കാറാണോ കാറിൽ എന്താ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്
കാറിൽ ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എന്താ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഫോൺ വെച്ചിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇതിൻ്റെ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം AC ഓൺ ചെയ്യാം പാർക്കിംഗ് ലൈറ്റ്സ് ചെയ്യാം സെൻട്രൽ ലോക്കിംഗ് പിന്നെ ഈവൻ ആക്സലറേഷനും കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് വണ്ടി ഞാൻ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് അതായ ഫുള്ളി കൺട്രോളബിൾ വേണമെങ്കിൽ
ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും ഓക്കെ
അതിൻ്റെ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ് കുറവായതുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ നീങ്ങുന്നില്ല
ഭാവിയിൽ ഒരു ജെയിംസ് ബോണ്ട് വണ്ടി നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം Great, can you show me what you can do?
Yeah.
So car time.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, so what I've done is that I have a software over here.
Okay, My Ride.
It's called My Ride. I made it.
Okay.
Right, so initially it has Arvind Sanjeev.
Okay.
So I have a passcode screen over here. So only the driver who knows the password can activate the car.
And you have to have this phone.
Yeah. Okay. No, actually I can use any Android phone.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I can just port the software into that particular phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have the user interface over here. Alright. You can see the parking lights turning on. Alright.
Yeah.
You can turn it off.
Okay.
Then I have the central locking. Alright.
Yeah.
Then I can just even start the engine. Alright.
Cool.
Yeah. Then I have the AC also. So if you're just sitting inside, you can feel the AC is being turned on.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Super.
So I have one more thing. This I have done especially for auto shows. Right. I can rev up the engine.
Okay.
Alright. So that's the additional thing I have done. You can even turn it off from this.
Okay, now let me try.
Battery on, engine start.
Super.
Fucking lights.
And how do you rev it? This one?
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
So why? How did the car bit happen? As in, scooter was because you keep forgetting your key, and car was it was an experiment, as in a thought after experiment, or how was that like?
So normally you have all those conventional remote locking systems, autocop stuff like that. So you pay like 10K for that, and the only thing you have is the central locking. You can lock or unlock it. So I thought, why not use a phone instead of a key itself? So it's a phone, everyone has it, right? So you can control things like AC, parking lights, other than just the central locking.
So, once you started, you really didn't, do you need the key?
No, I don't have the key inside actually.
Okay.
You don't need the key.
You don't need the key for this one also.
Yeah. So everything's controlled from my phone.
Great. So, do you have any offers from any of the automobile companies as yet?
Actually, not right now since I'm just a student. So I'm planning to move forward with the company. So I have myself registered like a company.
Okay.
So after that,
ARS?
yeah, technologies.
Technologies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
after
you've
that,
registered it already?
it's on the process right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's planned for ARS Technologies as yet?
So I have a couple more products like that, like energy conservation, renewable energy, stuff like that.
Okay.
Alright, so I plan on launching some of them.
I think this happens from the genes, right? As in your parents are scientists,
Yeah,
right?
my father, Dr. Sanjeev, he works at CIFT, Wellington Island, and my mother, Dr. Usha Rani, she's also working there. She's a technical officer. Yeah.
And you're a single child?
No, I have a sister. Her name is Bhavana Jari.
Okay.
She's in Bangalore right now.
And Arvind, these are 4 softwares or 4 technologies that you've developed. And ഇന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് എന്താ പറയാ copy അടിയും പരിപാടിയൊക്കെ നടക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് patent is a very important thing when you work on it, and it's a long process. So have you done anything about the patent?
Yeah, I just applied for a patent for this technology.
Okay.
For communication. Yeah.
Okay.
കാറിന് ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രോസസ്സ് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
I think it's a very long, tedious
Yeah, it's a long, tedious process, but I've already got the application number and the receipt of it. So it's like on the safe side right now.
So I hope ARS Technologies sees light and sees a flash of light, and I hope good automobile companies and robotics companies get to sign with you and take you to heights. Thank you so much. What you've done here is killer stuff.
Thanks.
Very motivating and ready. Just kidding. But thank you so much for showing me around your stuff. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for watching. This is Malavika.